Welcome to What's in Your Data.
Brought to you by Melissa. Howdy. My name is Daniel Lee, and I'm the Chief Data Wrangler at Melissa.
My name is Anna Chong, and I'm a software engineer team lead here at Melissa.
Yeehaw! All right. Golden Gate Bridge, fortune cookies, and Carl. What does that make you think of?
What's Carl?
Salesforce.
Okay.
You don't know Carl?
No, I don't know Carl.
Okay. SF, San Francisco. Carl is the name of the fog that comes in to cover the Golden Gate Bridge, the bay.
Isn't that just like a marine layer?
Its name is Carl.
I didn't know that
K-A-R-L.
there was a name.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
it.
the locals they affectionately call it Carl.
Ah.
Oh, Carl's back today. Oh, Carl's gone. Oh, thick Carl today. Yeah. So interesting facts about SF Salesforce. Again, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yes. So are we talking about San Francisco or are we talking about Salesforce?
Well, they're actually Salesforce is based in San Francisco.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Today, I think we're talking about CRMs.
Okay.
Specifically, CRM data cleanse.
Okay.
So cleaning data within CRMs like Salesforce.
Gotcha. The flavor for.
One of them, right? There's other CRMs, but today we do have a solutions engineer, a sales engineer who's that we're interviewing, and we're my cowboy all the way from Houston, Texas, John DeMatteo. Howdy, John.
Howdy, y'all.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do and how you're related to SF?
Sure. Yeah. Well, like y'all said, my name is John DeMatteo, and from Houston, Texas. And I've been with Melissa for 13 years now, so since 2013. And I am a solutions engineer here, so that means I get to wear a lot of different hats. No pun intended.
I don't have a hat. I missed the memo.
Yeah, sorry, Anna. But yeah, really though, I get to do a lot of different things. I think it's the most exciting job in the company personally, and I really enjoy it. But it leads me to being the product owner for our Salesforce implementation, and which is a lot of fun, which is what I'm here to talk about.
Is that what you work with on a daily basis?
I'd say so, yes.
What about any other product lines you work with?
Yeah, so I work a lot with our integration specifically. A lot of our CRM lines, dynamics, and web services directly. So if you're connecting our web services or APIs directly into your integrations, myself or another one of the engineers are who you're going to be talking to.
All right. Well, before we get into the nitty gritty, just wanted to know a little bit more about you and what you do in your spare time and what you like to do when you're not working with data.
Sure. All right. So yeah. So yeah, I'm a husband, a dad. Yeah, see, I guess one thing about me is I like to make knives. So I make kitchen knives, and that's a little crazy, but I like cooking a lot, and I couldn't get a hold of the ones I wanted, so I said, "What the heck? I'll just make them." Turned into like way more money than I ever thought I'd spend on it, but it's fun, and almost lost a couple fingers, but as long as I keep them all, I think I can keep working. So we're good there. But yeah, I like to spend time with the family, spend time with kids and the wife and do all that stuff. And yeah, that's what I like to do outside of work. And
I love knives, John. I had no idea you make custom kitchen knives. What kind of steel do you work with?
so I just upgraded my setup to handle stainless. So that's what I'm working with right now. But previously I was working with carbon steel. This is a little petty knife I'm working with right now. This is Nitro V.
Do you have a belt grinder?
I do.
Oh. Have you heard of a CPM Magna Cut?
Mhm.
That's mine right here. CPM Magna Cut. Best steel right now, right?
There's some cool stuff.
Yeah. Benchmade. I have a couple of those.
I missed the memo on the hat, missed the memo on the knife.
I mean, I figure we could turn this whole podcast into talking about steel. And I'd happily talk to you all day about it.
Oh, steel knives, tanto point, drop point, the belly. We can talk all about the honing. Oh man, all right, but we that's for another episode.
Let's reel it in. Let's reel it in.
Oh wait, we're cowboys, so let's lasso and pull it back in.
No, but it's all about, it's all about, making things, which is, with software, and then also refinement too. So there's an art with refinement, which is where the engineering aspect comes in. So with our clients, they can pick up our APIs, right? And they can use them off the shelf, just like you could pick up a kitchen knife off the shelf. But to really utilize it, you have to know the technique. And that's where we come in. And any of our clients basically get the same service with engineering. An expert like myself or any member of my team, we'll be there to help guide you through the process and help you out to use the tools that we provide to the best of their ability.
That's a nice segue. Nice segue, John. So what's unique about working with the clean suite for CRM, specifically Salesforce?
So I think Salesforce specifically gives me the widest range of client base out of any of the integrations, honestly. Salesforce has positioned themselves really uniquely, where you might have mom and pop shops, brick and mortar, or even home businesses, maybe one and two people operations, all the way to multinational, mega corporations. So everybody's budget is going to be different. Everybody's capabilities are different. So developing software that can meet everyone's needs, and be flexible to do that is difficult in its own. And then rising to the challenge and being flexible enough on your own to meet those challenges and treat everyone with respect, and not just, oh, you're not worth my time. That's a fun challenge as well for me, at least. I appreciate that. So like I said earlier, every day is a different day at work. I really mean that, because you never know what you're going to expect with Salesforce there. Um, but yeah, and also you get to see direct impact with people's businesses. One of the really cool things for me working at Melissa, my favorite things is I get to do what I love. Um, Before I started working here, I was a software developer, and I was actually looking at the products here. I wanted to utilize them, or Melissa as a vendor capacity. And so that ended up being one of the reasons why I applied here, and mostly to get my hands on the toys. But so if I'm on a call and everyone already knows about the products or is excited to get their hands on them, it just makes it even more fun to demo them or show them off or to be on those calls. So to me, I'm really doing what I love. So it's just it's a fun, awesome job. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I enjoy what I do every day. So
So John, excuse me. You said you work with mom and pop operations to big national companies, multinational companies. But I think at the end of the day, everybody deals with data quality issues, right? And you help them get through that, so they don't have to worry about that. So they can just work on what they need to do, which is their mom and pop operation or their real line core business.
exactly. Yeah, no one wants to spend all day, clicking through Salesforce or looking through their data. I mean, well, maybe I do, and people like me, but most people who run businesses, that's what they want to do. They want to run their business. That's what they're passionate about. They don't care about deduping data so much. Maybe they like that they get their lead list fixed and they have nice, clean data, but they'd rather be working on their business, and that's where we can help come in.
So then, I'd like to talk a little bit more about our clean suite. So what are some benefits to using it, especially in terms of data quality?
Mhm. Yeah, sure. So Salesforce, especially for those smaller clients, our product is very, very, very useful. So we include out of the box configurable solutions for most of our major web services. There's a few that we don't include support for, but those are more of our niche products that would usually have teams of developers already dedicated to implementing. Where we come into play is the ease of integration. So a mom and pop team with very little developer experience could pick up our product and run with it. But we give enough flexibility with our product that a team of developers could take our product and customize it to their own usage. So it's integratable into their own environment, or you could just use it as it is. But I will say, Salesforce on its own makes it pretty easy to integrate web services. The hard part is doing that dynamically, and that's really where we take the load off of the client. So we do all the heavy lifting for them, and we provide it in a nice, neat little package with a bow on top of it, so they can focus on doing what they really want to do, which is, getting in touch with their clients and managing their businesses.
So, John, you talked about integrations with the Salesforce from, hey, I don't know what to do, it's seamless, or hey, I'm a power user and I have control, custom settings. You handle all of that. What are typical use cases? What do Salesforce users typically use Clean Suite for?
Sure. So Salesforce, well, to answer that, I got to take a step back and go what Salesforce is used for. So typically, Salesforce is used for storing client data. It's a CRM, so you're storing customer information. That could be automated or manual entry. And a lot of times that is going to be manual data entry. So you may have a POS or a client. Maybe you're entering information from an invoice, but you're storing client data in a system, either for some sort of future follow-up, marketing campaigns, or for whatever reason you want, maybe for analytics. So having the data being accurate, standardized, and validated is key to doing anything else with the data downstream, unless you want to spend more money getting any value out of it. So the first thing that needs to happen, typically when we meet with the client, is cleaning up the existing data. Unless we're lucky enough to catch them right when they're implementing, would be integrating controls when the data flows in. That's the best thing you could do, is immediately as the data flows in, you're implementing those controls to make sure the data has good quality on it. But typically we're doing cleanup and then implementing the controls as they come in. That way they don't have to worry about it. But most people are dealing with mailing information, phone information, email information, and then occasionally there might be some demographic details, but usually it's going to be for marketing purposes, or they just want to reach out to donors or vendors or somebody. They want to make sure the information is accurate. Maybe they want to pass it down to another system. But yeah, a lot of the information will be entered by hand, so that just introduces so much error.
Well, Anna, I think we spoke about in earlier episodes where, just like John said, enter CRM data in by hand, and then they go out to try to call them or email them, drip campaign, and they get bounced back. Or uncallable numbers, right, John? And that's a waste of time. Then maybe they sent a package and it didn't get delivered. Wasted money. For a retry, and then emails and phones that don't connect, or maybe they get labeled as spam. So I believe that the data quality part of the Clean Suite is to clean all that up, make sure emails and phones and addresses are deliverable. Right, John?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you just said right there is key, is the deliverability. So that's really where the focus is. And email, phone, and addresses are huge on that. If you want to see if a phone number can receive a text message, if you don't, you're wasting money on sending texts out into the cloud, into ether. Same thing with emails, or even packages or letters. So one of the nice features we just integrated recently is something called Smart Mover, which allows us to leverage the NCOA database into Salesforce. So clients can now when they're mailing, they can certify their mail with the NCOA database. So that just gives them one more step towards peace of mind whenever you're sending mail to the recipient, that it's going to get to who you intended it to, where you intended it to.
You brought up a keyword there, NCOA. Can you elaborate on that?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's an industry term. So NCOA stands for the National Change of Address. So in less confusing terminology, basically, when you go to the post office and you fill out that little card when you move, that's the NCOA. So you're telling the post office, hey, I'm moving to this new address. They say, sure, I'm going to forward your mail for 1 year. Or 2 years, I think it is. And then basically that goes into a national database, and they're very, very restrictive on what they allow people to do with that data. So um, that's why it took us a while to get the data into Salesforce and integrate it as how we did. So we had to be pretty careful on how we're doing it. But anyways, it's an official database run by the United States Postal Service. So it uses all verified data. Every move has been verified. And one of the really cool parts about it is that it has a lot of move information associated with it. So it's not just did this address move or change, but who moved. Was it the whole family? Was it just the individual? Was it a business? And then it could break down the move date and then some more information as well. So there's a lot of value to it. And there's also a lot of our clients that they're doing bulk mailing, say for ad campaigns or something like that. They may be working with mailing houses who would want the data to be run through some sort of NCOA process. And that just will lower their cost of doing business there too. So they could expect discounts too.
Now, from what I understand, offerings from Melissa, it's not just the United States, but I believe Canada is also covered.
That's correct. So we also offer coverage for the Canada Post. So that'd be called the CCOA, Canadian Change of Address. And we offer coverage there as well.
Okay. So people with CRMs with possibly outdated information using NCOA can get the
Latest.
latest information to get to their customer.
If you're not a Melissa customer and you have a CRM, you should become a Melissa customer.
Yes, Melissa is a full service provider for NCOA.
Yeah.
Well, those are all features people normally use.
Well, I mean, so we talked about a lot of the main items, right? Like why someone would use the clean suite. However, are there any fun, underutilized items that other people might not know about that you want to give a little shout out to?
Oh man, how much time do we have?
So we're just tip of the iceberg, right, John?
Yeah. Well, I really, like I said, the reason I even work at this company is because I wanted to play with the toys that the company offered, and I like them a lot. So one of my favorite products is Personator. I love Smart Mover, which is our new product that we just released. But I really, really, really like Personator. I think we do a good job pushing it, but I think people kind of sleep on it a little bit. Maybe they don't respect it for what it is. It can verify 4 different data types at once. So you're talking about phone, name, email, and address, and it can correlate those pieces of information and just establish relationships. Not only that, if you have bad data, like say your mappings get messed up when you move from one system to another, which happens a lot in the CRM world. Clients are typically moving from one vendor to another, one data housing solution to another. So that's a really good opportunity for mappings to have an issue with them. So maybe one of your fields is missing, or the data gets shifted. So in that sort of situation, there's a lot of hands-on work that has to be done. Personator can just make that work, cut it in half, or even sometimes get rid of it entirely. So for that reason alone, I think that's a really cool underutilized purpose for that utility. Usually when I'm demoing it, I don't even get enough time to talk about that functionality because I could probably spend a whole hour talking about it. But yeah, that's probably my absolute favorite service there. And then I also like the address auto-completion services. I think they're really great. Everyone knows about Google when you're searching for addresses, but no one really knows um, what really, what drives their data or what differentiates us versus them. And the fact of the matter is, we only output verified data. Like that's really what we do as a company. What separates us from other data brokers or vendors is data quality. So that's like our number one mission statement, right? Is like if we're not, if it's not quality, we're not outputting it. So other companies might just say, hey, okay, yeah, it's close enough, so we'll just return some data. No, we're not doing that. So if we have an autocomplete service, we're not just going to spit out random addresses because they're close enough together that they could be there, like some alphabetical companies might do. But so if you use our auto completion service when you're entering data in, you're going to make sure you have absolutely good data when you going into your system. You're not going to validate it again. You're saving money. Um, you're not going to be wasting time and effort down the road. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on about this, but I feel like I'm just giving a sales pitch. So, um,
Hey, John, so everything you said, address verification and the personator capabilities and address autocomplete, you said these are all available in the Clean Suite for Salesforce as of today?
that's correct.
Are there other features within Clean Suite that you have not mentioned that are underutilized but you think might be interesting?
Yeah, sure. We have property verification lookup services. They can give you all sorts of information about parcel information, who owns this property, where is it tied to, shape file data, business lookup, firmographic appends, as well as real-time information appends. So if you're looking for phone, email, and address lookup, with our global services, we have that data available as well. So those are some of the major ones to look for.
Cool.
Nice.
All right.
Well, it seems like there's a lot of capabilities Clean Suite has, but as always, we're looking towards the future. We're always trying to innovate and improve. How would you say you guys are continuing to make improvements and innovative improvements for Clean Suite?
It's a great question. There are some exciting things happening on the horizon that I can't talk about too much, but
Why'd you even? That's such a teaser.
Stay tuned.
well, yeah, stay tuned, right? No, we're always looking into customer feedback. So we get a lot of really great suggestions from clients. And so we have some really cool features coming down the pipeline that I can't talk about just yet because they're in testing. You'll see them coming out very shortly, but I think you're all going to really appreciate them if any of our Salesforce customers are watching. They've been asked for a while now. But anyways, just more flexibility, more options for people to customize their experience and get the most out of the product.
All right. Very cryptic, but
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Well, thank you, John. Is there anything else you wanted to talk with us about?
Not unless you guys want to.
Back to knives? No. I just love talking about knives.
They can do this off
Okay.
off the episode.
We'll make our own show talking about knives, John.
Yeah.
We could do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you, John, for your time. It was great hearing about Clean Suite for Salesforce, and we look forward to the new improvements coming.
For sure. Thanks, Anna and Daniel. Really appreciate it.
All right. Well, if you like this type of content, please make sure you like and subscribe so we can reach viewers like you, and you can be notified when we have new episodes available.
We'd love to hear from you, so email us at podcast@melissa.com or comment. Follow us on LinkedIn. And if you want to see more from John DeMatteo or learn more about his custom knives, just put a comment and we'll get him back on.
All right. Until next time.
Stay data curious.